Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today I want to do another Band Maid reaction. I first did a reaction to Thrill, which I wasn't exactly thrilled about, as you guys saw in the comments. And then I was directed towards other songs to give them a second chance. Checked out Domination. Actually quite liked that song myself. So now this is one of the songs that was, I think, one of the top recommended songs among a couple other songs like Manners and Rini. Warning was one of the songs highly recommended by you guys to check them out, so I can see different styles from this band and what they're capable of. I did pick the official music video just because I want to see what their music videos are like, but generally speaking, from this point, I think I'll be mostly picking live performances because they're very enjoyable to watch. Not to mention they play live very well. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. If you are new to this channel, I kind of do, straight line reactions. If there's something I don't like, I always point it out. I try to be as respectful as I can. Doesn't always work out that way. So you can always correct me if I say something that's just blatantly wrong, or you can express your opinion on this channel as well, of course. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what we got here. Well, that's an interesting beginning. I'm already liking this beginning. I'm exactly loving where it's going to be going. Very kind of like 90s 80s rock vibe, but I mean it's only 23 seconds. We got to see how it progresses and what they're going to introduce. Yeah, I'm starting to see what you guys are talking about when I said they're a metal band, that they're not exactly a metal band. I think just putting them in the genre of rock and keeping it there would be fair enough, because they kind of do a lot of things. This is definitely more rock influenced, with like a hard rock of the 80s and 90s, just as I mentioned before. I like the sound of it. I like the speed of it. Something I've always pointed out, I actually like the singer's voice from the first video from Thrill. I said that. That's something I've always enjoyed. But again, let's see how the song progresses and how I feel about it in the end. If it's something that's for me, it's something that's not for me. Can I appreciate it? All these kinds of things. I like that, the way they strapped them on to the top of the car as they're playing the instrument. The music video is good. I mean, it's a little too many cuts in the music video, but the images themselves is actually quite cool. This reminds me of was Mad Max Fury Road, the way they had people on top of the cars. I mean, first of all, I'm a huge Mad Max fan. I love all of them, for the exception of Thunderdome. Not a big fan of Thunderdome, but even then, if I'm honest, I probably liked it as a kid too. I think the director of this music video really likes Jason Bourne. For those who know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. like that solo. You know what it is? It's like even without finishing the song, it's not. And this, again, this is no disrespect to them. I don't think I would actually listen to this on my own. But like if it's playing on the radio and I'm hearing songs like that, it's a fun song to listen to. It's so easy to get into and kind of enjoy what you're hearing with the fun kind of bombastic solos and very loud kind of in-your-face instruments. Reminds me very much of like AC/DC, ZZ Top, you know, of their times, of course. Different style, but that same energy that they're bringing to their music. Definitely Thrill was not a good example, for obvious reasons that you guys explained to me, was not a good example of this band. Like with Thrill, I didn't even appreciate really. You don't get to appreciate their musicianship, sorry. Here, at the very least, you know, even if I can look at the band and be like, oh, okay, this is like, it's cool, I'm having so much fun with it, but I can see the talent, you know, you don't really have to dig for it and try to find it. It's just, I don't know, let me finish listening to him. It gives me a chance to kind of put my thoughts together too. For some reason I'm listening to it, I'm also like reminded of like rock and popular like heavy metal. I don't want to say new metal, like Evanescence, you know, things of that sort from the 2000s. For some reason, it's just giving me that vibe. I don't know whether it's just been inspirations for them or maybe I'm just hearing something that's not there. But at the very least, that's what's reminding me of as well as I'm listening to the music. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I like the song. You know what? Kind of, I'm starting to see why people like this. For example, this kind of bombastic, loud, in-your-face rock, metal, whatever you want to call it. There's not a lot of bands that do it still, like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Accept, where they had this kind of really just in-your-face music. Where a lot of I feel like rock bands now are a little bit more subdued, even when they're loud, like you know, something I can think of that I actually like from the new era of rock was like Queens of the Stone Age and The Sword. I like this one band that was like surfer rock music. I forgot the name of the band, but it's a very different style. They kind of adapted it to this new style where I would say I think Band Maid gets inspired more by the past. And they really enjoy the sounds of the 80s and 70s, but they modernize it for the new generation. And I think that's what people really like about them. They like that very loud in your face music with this kind of modern overtones. For me, why it doesn't particularly... I do want to see more from this band. Let's just put it this way. Just because I wouldn't download their music or buy their CDs and listen to it every single day doesn't mean I'm not interested to hear more. There's a certain level of intrigue from trying to hear what else they have to offer, because I know, you know, 3 songs is also a very small fraction of what they're capable of. But I tend to like more underground music. And not because it's better or because it's pure. It's just something I realized. I did my top 10 list of my heavy metal bands, and what was the only really popular band was like Slayer. I believe Slayer was the only, and Amon Amarth. No, I had Slayer, Nile, but most of the bands I picked on my list were they were either in very extreme genres like black metal, death metal, or they're not as known by many people. They don't have huge followings, and it's just maybe because I don't know, I gravitate towards a particular sound. I tend to like very extreme music, but I do like my power metal. I do like my traditional metal, which is why I can appreciate something like this. I'm gonna do more reactions to this band. I'm gonna pick more live songs. We're gonna see how it goes from there. I just like having the conversation with the reasonable fans of Band Maid. I like having the conversations with you. Will you guys even correct me, steer me in the right direction? There's a couple people writing more nasty comments, which I just started kind of deleting or ignoring, because I don't think any of us need that kind of energy in our lives. But I do appreciate every single one of you, whether it be a comment criticizing, correcting, saying something nice, or just having a conversation. I appreciate all those comments, because it just makes me more knowledgeable. Just because I know a lot about heavy metal music, but I don't know everything. And I don't know everything about rock music, despite growing up with classic rock, blues, all that kind of stuff. So just having fans who either know more than you, if you experience music different from what I've experienced, it's nice to learn something different, something new. Mainly why I'm keep doing reactions like this, because if I just keep doing it within the metal genre of death metal, I keep talking to people who kind of enjoy the same things as me, whereas this helps me step out of my comfort zone and try something different. Anywho, guys, that was my reaction. That was kind of my thoughts. I tried to get it all out as much as I could in a coherent manner. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it metal.